Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. I'm going to answer this age-old question about my Pixel 6 devices. Did anything get better with the January updates? I've been using these phones both on the January update. And honestly, folks, my Pixel 6 fingerprint reader, for some reason, does not read my right thumb. I have no idea what this is about. I've set up the right thumb like multiple times, and when it does it, it reads it, but sometimes it just doesn't read it at all. And end up switching to the left thumb, and it works perfectly fine. Now on the Pixel 6 Pro, both are perfectly fine, but it's kind of strange that the Pixel 6 has an issue with the right thumb. And I think in another video, I heard someone say, somebody else was having that problem. And I'm thinking, what? So I don't know. That is a very strange one. I've tried washing my hands, drying them off several times, anything, alcohol wipes, just to get it as dry as possible and as clean as possible to use the fingerprint reader. And it still does not work on the first try or the second try or the third try. And then it just eventually will let me in if I switch to the left thumb or I reposition my right thumb in some special kind of way. Very strange, but I wasn't one of those people that was having a ton of problems with my Pixel 6 or 6 Pro. And initially, yes, I did with the Studio app, but that's long gone. Like I have no issues with that. And I haven't had issues with that since the November patch. So here we are on the January patch, and I hope that all the people out there who was having problems with their Pixel 6 fingerprint reader being slow or just not to their standards. When I say being slow, some people, I wasn't really looking for it to be speedy. I wanted it to be accurate, and I wanted it to open every time I used it. And on the Pixel 6 Pro, pretty much that's what happens. Every time I use it, it opens up and it's there. But for the Pixel 6, I've always had problems with the fingerprint reader. And then later on down the line, I started having fingerprint readers issues with just the right thumb. So that's a strange one. But I hope the people who are having issues with their device as a whole, like the drop networks, the drop calls, I want to hear your thoughts now after the security update, because that second video, part 2, on the truth about the Pixel 6 devices, I wanted you guys to vent, and you guys let it out. You guys, I read through nearly all of those comments, man, and there's a lot of comments on that video, and I read through it, and I thought, you know what, this is crazy. The amount of problems people are having. Some people were saying, it's not even usable. I had to put my SIM card in a different device. And so with me, no, I wasn't having serious problems like that, but it is kind of frustrating because I bought the Pixel 6 and they sent me the Pixel 6 Pro. But the Pixel 6 is the one that I've been trying to use more. But having the fingerprint reader, like if I'm trying to get into a banking app or something like that, it just fails. It just won't work. And then I have to switch to and I'm like, oh, wait, let me use my left thumb. So again, while I don't have all the problems of some of you other people out there, now what is going on with your device? Are you having issues? Or are your issues solved? Because what we will see sometimes is we'll see a device that people really want to like it. They genuinely love the device as a whole, but can't get around. And we saw this with the Microsoft Surface Duo original version. That device is so good, but just the software bugs just killed it for everybody. Premium hardware, and the same thing applies with this. The hardware is fantastic on here, but it doesn't do any good if you can't use the device to your standards. Now I do have a white stone dome on both of these devices, but I also have the display sensitivity turned to up. And so it works, but not all the time. And that's an issue. So for the people out there that are genuinely still having problems, I got to know, because if they haven't fixed your problems by now, what do you think it is? Like, seriously, what could possibly be holding back? Because for me, it's just the fingerprint reader on the Pixel 6. And, to solve for that, I just use my left thumb more, I guess I want to say. Now, I didn't try this finger right here, but maybe I'll program that one. But I don't have the phone. It's weird for me to, I don't know, for this device, I just don't do it like that. But I think they should go with a fingerprint reader in the power button on the next iteration, or go with an ultrasonic fingerprint reader, because this fingerprint reader is definitely not up to my standards. My Samsung Galaxy S21 FE Fingerprint Reader is great, accurate every time, very fast, and no problems. And several other devices that I have, not all of them use an ultrasonic fingerprint reader either in the screen. They just have the same type of technology as this, and it just doesn't work. So I'm wondering how Google is going to combat this now, and what angle they're going to go with this now if people are still reporting problems. Because I know a lot of people in that previous video said they had a ton of problems, and then right after I recorded that video, the update came out. So now what? So part 3, short and to the point, did it fix your device? I'd love to know. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. And let's discuss it in the comments once again. Take care.